Everyone dreams of becoming something bigger, not just ordinary, but someone people admire, someone successful. Arman was no different. Every night, he sat on his bed scrolling through motivational videos, powerful speeches, success stories, people talking about discipline, focus, greatness. And every time he felt that spark, that's it, tomorrow I'll change everything. He would imagine himself studying for hours, waking up early, becoming unstoppable. Just thinking about it made him feel proud, like he was already improving. But morning came. The alarm rang. He snoozed it. I'll start from tomorrow. Tomorrow became next week. Next week became someday. And slowly, that fire inside him started turning into frustration. He wasn't lazy, he was just stuck. Stuck in a loop of motivation, excitement, no action, guilt. One evening, while walking back home, he saw his old classmate Zion. Something about him felt different. Calm, focused, grounded. Zion wasn't talking about big dreams. He was living them. Quietly, he had a routine. He woke up early, studied daily, took care of his health. No drama, no noise. Arman couldn't hold it in anymore. How do you stay motivated all the time? He asked. Zion smiled slightly. I don't. That answer hit harder than any motivational speech. If it's not motivation, then what is it? Arman asked. Zion paused for a moment, then said, If you really want the answer, meet me tomorrow morning before sunrise. Arman hesitated. Before sunrise? That already felt like a challenge. But something inside him whispered, this might be different. What Zion was about to show him wasn't motivation. It was something far more uncomfortable and far more powerful. The next morning, Arman woke up with heavy eyes. His mind was already making excuses. It's too early. Sleep a little more. You can go tomorrow. But for the first time, he didn't listen. He got up. When he reached the riverside, the sky was still dark, slowly turning blue. The air was cold, quiet, almost peaceful. Zion was already there. But he wasn't alone. An old man sat near the water, holding a fishing net. His face was wrinkled, but his posture was strong. His eyes calm and focused. Sit, Zion said. They watched in silence as the old man threw his net into the river, then waited. Minutes passed. Nothing. Arman grew impatient. Does he even catch anything? He whispered. Zion smiled. Wait. After some time, the old man pulled the net out. A few small fish. Not much, yet no frustration, no disappointment, just quiet acceptance. Zion called out, Uncle, can you tell him what you told me? The old man looked at Arman and said, I come here every single day. Same time, same effort. Arman asked, even when you don't feel like it? The old man chuckled. If I waited to feel like it, I would starve. That sentence froze Arman. The old man continued. Some days I catch a lot. Some days, almost nothing. But I still come, not because I'm motivated, but because it's my duty. Arman stayed silent. For the first time, he realized something uncomfortable. Maybe success wasn't about feeling ready. Maybe it was about showing up even when you don't want to. But the old man wasn't done yet. What he said next would completely change how Arman saw effort, patience, and success. The old man pointed toward a small plant near the riverbank. Do you see that? He asked. Arman nodded. It reminds me of a story, the old man continued. There was once a farmer who planted a seed. Every day he watered it, cared for it, protected it. Days passed, nothing happened. Months passed, still nothing. People started laughing. Why are you wasting your time? They said. Plant something else. But the farmer didn't stop. 1 year passed. Nothing. 2 years. Still nothing. 3, 4. Still no visible growth. Arman frowned. So it failed. The old man smiled. In the 5th year, something unbelievable happened. In just a few weeks, that plant shot up and grew taller than anything around it. Arman's eyes widened. How? It wasn't doing nothing, the old man said softly. It was growing underground, building roots, strong ones, deep ones. And if those roots weren't strong enough, it wouldn't survive once it grew. Silence filled the air. Then the old man looked directly at Arman. Most people quit in the first year because they don't see results. They don't realize the real work is happening where they can't see it. Arman felt something shift inside him. All those days he thought he was failing. Maybe he just didn't stay long enough. Maybe he expected results too fast. The old man added one last thing. Motivation is a spark. It fades quickly. But discipline is what keeps the fire alive. That day changed Arman. But the real test wasn't understanding the lesson. It was living it. From that morning, Arman made a decision. No more waiting. No more tomorrow. He didn't start with something big. Just small changes. Waking up a little earlier. Studying even when he didn't feel like it. Reducing distractions. Sticking to a simple routine. At first it felt hard. Really hard. There were days he wanted to quit. Days he missed his routine. Days he felt like nothing was working. But this time, he didn't stop. Because now he understood something. Consistency matters more than intensity. Days turn into weeks. Weeks into months. Slowly, things started changing. His focus improved. His confidence grew. His habits became stronger. And the best part? He didn't even notice when the change happened. It was silent, gradual, real. Years later, Arman became someone people looked up to. Not because he was the smartest, not because he was the most talented, but because he showed up every single day. When someone asked him, "What's your secret?" he smiled and said, "I stopped chasing motivation and started building discipline." But here's the truth most people still ignore, and it might be the reason you're still stuck. Here's the reality. Most people are addicted to motivation. They love the feeling of starting, but they hate the process of continuing. They wait for the perfect mood, the perfect time, the perfect energy. But that moment never comes. Success isn't built in moments of excitement. It's built in moments of resistance. When you're tired, but you still continue. When you don't feel like it, but you still show up. That's where real growth happens. Not in comfort, but in discipline. Arman didn't become successful overnight. He became successful by doing small things, again and again, even when nobody was watching, even when it felt pointless. Because one day, those small efforts stack up, and suddenly, you're not the same person anymore. So, if you're waiting for motivation right now, stop. Start small. Start messy. But start today, because your future is being built by what you do daily, not by what you plan to do someday. The question is, will you keep waiting for motivation, or will today be the day you finally take control?